To geographers and environmental scientists, the environment refers to one's surroundings, including all the living and non-living factors with which people, animals, and other organisms coexist. In this lecture, we will examine the environmental challenges of the world to include renewable resources such as biomass, hydropower, solar, wind, and geothermal energy. These topics are important to geographers to pinpoint and understand how human interactions affect the environment and where we need to focus our efforts to create a sustainable world. Energy production can be distinguished between commercial and non-commercial. Historically, commercial energy has been produced largely from fossil fuels, nuclear fuel, and large-scale hydropower facilities. Commercial energy is often used, consumed, or refined a long way from its original source, where consumers purchase it from a networked grid. In contrast, non-commercial energy is usually produced and consumed locally or regionally and is thought of as off-grid. Most of the non-commercial energy, except for hydropower, is renewable and also called alternative energy. Often these alternative energy resources are considered new renewables. One such new renewable is biomass energy. Biomass is organic matter such as plant matter and or animal waste. Biomass can be burned directly or converted into a gas and burned indirectly. Fuel wood, used mainly for cooking, remains the principal source of biomass energy in many developing countries, especially in sub-Saharan Africa, where 90% of rural households use fuel wood. The photo on the left is a gas pump at a station near Los Angeles, which offers biodiesel fuel. Most developed countries, including the United States, have generally been slow to adopt biofuels. However, Brazil, on the other hand, has been using sugarcane to generate ethanol as a fuel for cars and light trucks since the 1970s. Another type of technology that enables people to make use of biomass is a biogas digester, mainly filled with vegetable matter and dung. In the Caucasus, a Georgian villager tends to her biogas digester in the photo on the right. Biogas digesters are specifically designed tanks that are usually placed in the ground and have an above-ground opening. People simply add biomass such as crop residues or animal waste to the digester, which facilitates the conversion of the biomass into biogas that can be used as a household fuel supply for cooking and lighting. In addition, collecting livestock and poultry waste in biogas digesters instead of discharging them into the streams helps prevent water pollution. Even though hydropower, a non-polluting source and technically a renewable energy, is considered commercial and therefore non-renewable due to its massive impact on the environment created from large-scale facilities used to capture and produce its energy output. The table shows the leading producers of hydropower, who account for nearly half of the world's hydroelectricity production. The photo on the right shows the world's largest dam, the massive Three Gorges Dam on the Yangtze River in China. This dam provides flood control and has boosted China's production of hydropower, but construction of the dam has also forced the relocation of more than 1 million people and has altered the river's water quality and ecosystems. Today, small hydropower, or SHP, which produces fewer than 10 megawatts of electricity, is favored as a more sustainable alternative with less impact on the environment and usually services a local community or a single household. Solar energy, another new renewable, is collected either as passive or actively. Passive solar collection uses the design of a building and its materials to capture sunlight. For instance, placing windows in a building that would face the sun most of the year round. Active solar collection, on the other hand, uses different devices like solar panels, mirrors, or photovoltaic cells, enables the conversion of sunlight directly into electricity. Currently, solar technology is too expensive to make it economically viable for the average person, and it would take many years to recoup the costs. Wind is another way to capture the sun's energy through windmills, like the ones shown in the photo on the right. Wind is produced due to the uneven heating of the Earth's surface and can turn the turbines to generate electricity. At present, wind power contributes only minimally to the world's energy supply, except for Denmark. Wind power there has supplied about 20% of the country's electricity. This industry is growing very rapidly, as the graph shows. The geographic centers of the wind energy industry have traditionally included Western Europe and the United States. Today, however, the wind energy industry is becoming more globalized and has literally moved offshore. High pressures combined with the slow radioactive decay of elements in the Earth's core produce vast amounts of heat. Geothermal energy taps into this heat by drilling deep wells into reservoirs of heated groundwater deep within the Earth's interior. Iceland is a prime location for geothermal energy due to its location along a rift in the Earth's surface. And because of this situation, it is possible to find extremely hot rock material and water near the Earth's surface. As shown in the photo, the geothermal energy warms the outdoor spa in Iceland and powers the energy plant in the background. Geothermal energy supplies 25% of Iceland's power, far more than any other country. More than 80% of Iceland's homes are heated geothermally with piped water. Please pause the video and answer the following. Explain why alternative energy has not totally replaced our reliance on fossil fuels. In your own words, using the text as a guide, be thorough and specific with your answer.